Hi, this is Ms. Wetzel. I wanted to show you how to access the assignments and complete them and turn them in on a mobile device. So let's get started. You have already logged into Teams. This is your child's account. And you would push General. Then you would go to More, then Assignments. This is going to bring up any assignments that I have, and the assignments are going to coordinate with the packet that you get from Brookline School. If you haven't picked up a packet yet, you can still pick them up on Monday and Tuesday, April 20th and 21st. After that, I don't know where you would get one. Anyhow, you click on the assignment, and it's going to bring up all this information. I put this information in here to try to help so that you can do the best you can with these assignments, because I know there's a lot to learn. If you scroll down, it tells you our goal, it tells you what to do, and it tells you how. Down here, there's reference materials. These I've put in here in case you can't access the things that are in the assignment, but you don't need to start here with the reference materials. You're going to start with my work, and that's where our assignment is. One more thing I want to show you on this page before we move on. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, you might see a book with a speaker. This is called the Immersive Reader, and this is something you might want to really share with your child because this could help them be a little bit more independent or keep going if you get busy and have to go do something or pulled away. So you click this, it brings it up in another screen, and there's some settings that you can adjust. Once you make the settings, it'll stay that way the whole time until you change them. One of the settings is here. You can change the voice speed. I like to keep it close to the turtle because it seems like that's going to be really slow, but it's actually not. And then female or male. You can also go into these lines, and you have some options on what to make. I like the font to be Comic Sans because that makes the A like we write it. That's a little bit more helpful. You can change the text size, the theme. This is parts of speech. That really doesn't have any use for kindergarten kids. Line focus can help you focus on the lines, picture dictionary, and you can also translate in this part. Okay? So you make your changes, you go back with the arrow. It takes you back to the assignment, but that's okay. Scroll down to the bottom, push Immersive Reader again, and now you're into the assignment and it's ready to read it out loud. So you push
Easter
play.
practice assignment. Category, practice. Due April 21st, 2020, 11:59 p.m. Closes April 21st, 2020, 11:59 p.m. Instructions. Goal. Get EV1 logged into Microsoft Teams and OneNote. To do. Color the Easter egg however you like. Watch the math videos to practice counting. How? 1. Click on My Work. Easter practice assignment below. 2. Complete assignments right in document. 3. It is automatically saved. 4. Then turn in work.
Okay. Then when it's done, you're going to push the arrow going back. It's going to actually put you back into the assignment, right? And now you're ready to push the My Work Easter practice assignment. That's the one that if you push it, we're going to get it to open in OneNote. You should be able to do the work right there and then come back to this assignment screen and turn it in. So let's push Easter practice assignment. The first time that you do this, it should give you this screen unless you've already downloaded Microsoft OneNote. If you didn't download it already, that's okay too. You just install it, just like we did before, right? I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch that go around. Okay, so now I open it, and you're going to have to log in, but all these things we're doing right now, you just have to do once, and then it'll be set up, and it'll automatically connect to your kids' team situation. It asks if you need access to your contacts. You do not need to do that. You can deny that and it will work just fine. And then it opens up. Now it has me signed in as me. I'm going to log out, which you should not have to do because you would not be logged in. But I want to show you the student account because there's been important steps that come up. So here's where you would enter your student's email again, all lowercase letters, ST, first initial, last name, number, right, at students with an S, dot, PGH schools with an S, .org. Next, you're going to do the password, same password as before, PPSK. Okay. Now this is going to log you in to OneNote. Again, it asks you for your contacts. Deny. You don't need to share your contacts with that. Okay, and OneNote is going to bring up your child's notebook. Now this notebook they can use to keep things in or write, but that will have to be a lesson for another day. Right now we need this synced to my notebook so they can see the assignments. So to do that, you push notebooks down in the bottom left-hand corner. It says more notebooks. Click more notebooks. It should bring up K16 Wetzel notebook. That's the notebook you need to connect to. If it's not there, it might need more time. You might have to restart these things and do this, get back in there. Sometimes it takes a while to connect. You click K16. And then now this notebook is connected to your child's account. Okay? Now, what I want you to realize now is that you are still in the notebooks. We actually want you to close this because we want you to work in teams. You shouldn't have to come back to this place again. It should work in teams now from now on because you have it set up. So I'm going to close out and I'm going to go back into teams. And here I am back at my Easter practice assignment. So now I'm going to click Easter practice assignment again. And again, you're not going to have to do all these steps every time. It's going to be simpler if you go through all these steps the first time. Okay. Okay, and if it doesn't bring it up, you can always look under your name, homeroom, and click on the assignment. Okay. Depending on your device, it may not bring it up. Then to do the assignment, here we have to color the egg, so we click the crayon. We click, if you hold it down, it'll change the color, right? You can change the thickness, and then you can do your coloring. Now this is not going to be perfect. I made sure that we could do this because for our math pages we have to do some coloring. So I wanted people to be able to do that if they could online. Then you can close whatever you put on here. It'll save it automatically. Now we go back to the crayon to go back to the screen. Now I want to play my videos. A lot of times it has the YouTube right in the middle of the video. These ones it does not. So to be able to play these, you have to click the link and then open the link, and it'll take you out of Teams, unfortunately, to watch, but it still is worth it to give that extra practice. Okay. And then this video will play, and then you can have your kid practice along. At first it didn't have any sound. You just say the numbers. 1, 3, 6, 0, 4, 5. All right, and so we're going to stop the video. Well, we're going to try. And then you would go back. Now, like I said, unfortunately, it took you out of Teams, and you'd have to close YouTube and go back into this. But still, I do think it's worth it sometimes to have those because I can give you more practice, or I can help with some skills with these videos. So now, pretend that we're done coloring our egg and we listen to the videos and we practiced our math. We do not need to save this or send it to me. We just go ahead back into, out of OneNote and back into the assignment. Now, at the top, it should have turn in, but it didn't. So if I go back to the assignment, sorry. If I go back to the assignment and I pull it back, you see now at the top, it says turn in. You want to turn it in because you did it. It'll give you some fancy schmancy thing, right, to show you that you turned it in. Now it says undo turn in. So if your student turned it in and you didn't want it, or you pushed it by accident or whatever, you can undo turn in, and then you can go back and you can redo what you need to do. Right? Say you wanted to add more color to the egg. That's fine. It's not letting me pick. Sometimes it's a little bit more finicky than others. Sometimes it needs restarted. But I promise you, all in all, it's still better sometimes than having nothing. So I close that. I watch the videos. I'm done, right? I close out of OneNote. I go back in and I can turn it in. Okay? And then that turn in sends it to me so I know to look at it. If you have it done on OneNote, I can see it, but I don't always know to go look for it. Right? So now we've turned it in, and so now you have nothing left to turn in at this point because you did your work. Okay, I know this is confusing and a lot, but a lot of these steps you're only going to do once, and then it should be easier from there for the next assignments. So try to follow along, and I hope this is helpful. I'll talk to you soon.